Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome back to my channel. I am Saba Ashraf and hope you are doing great. Today we are diving into a key component of IELTS reading test, flowchart questions. If you are preparing for the IELTS exam, understanding how to tackle these questions effectively can significantly boost your score. So let's get started. First off, what exactly are flowchart questions in the IELTS academic reading test? Well, they typically present a process or a sequence of events in the form of a flowchart. Your task is to read the flowchart carefully and answer the questions based on the information provided. So let's get going to the screen and break out how to approach flowchart questions. Tips for flowchart: identify the type of word needed for each part of the flowchart in the passage for information. Let's read the second. Answers usually come in order. Follow the direction of the arrows and boxes to follow the order of information in the chart. Select the appropriate words from the passage. Check the number of words that can be used for each answer. इसमें आंसर्स भी हमें सीक्वेंस के साथ आएंगे, इसलिए हम इस तरह के वर्ड जैसे ये देखें कलरफुल, इसको हम हाईलाइट कर लेंगे. क्रिएटेड, ये यहाँ पे अंडरलाइन हुए हैं. जिस तरह से ये वर्ड अंडरलाइन है इसी तरह से आपने भी अंडरलाइन कर लेने हैं. कलरफुल क्रिएटेड बाय रबिंग द ऑकर अगेंस्ट पीसेज ऑफ quartzite. Let's spotting the next question. Animal bones were and then crushed and added to the ochre. Third पे हमने bones and ochres were mixed with other solids and researchers believe was then added. Then mixture was poured into dash, then mixed by hand. Okay, let's see the next. Final mixture was ready to use for either of walls and early type of for the body. इस तरह से आपने वर्ड्स को हाईलाइट कर लेना है. देन आपने पैसेज में इन्हीं वर्ड्स को फाइंड करके जल्दी से आपने आंसर फाइंड करना है. तो स्टूडेंट्स, अगर आप रीडिंग के सेक्शन में स्किम एंड स्कैन कर लेंगे तो आपको आंसर बहुत इजीली मिल जाएगा. सबसे पहले हम इसका टॉपिक पढ़ते हैं. हाउ पिगमेंट वाज मेड इन ancient time. The Bloomberg's cave discovery is the earliest known example of the pigment. Pigment are paint producing workshop. All the materials were discovered at the same site and they included an array of raw materials, included samples of bone and charcoal as well as pigment producing equipment such as grindstone and hammerstones. Judging by the equipment which shows signs of wear, Hinchelwood and his team were able to deduce the process used to produce the ochre mixture. अब हम देखते हैं हम वर्ड कौन सा फाइंड कर रहे थे. कलरफुल and was created by rubbing the ochre against pieces of quartzite. Colorful means red, yellow, black. Let's read the passage and find the word colorful and was created by rubbing the ochre against pieces of quartzite. Let's read here first. The pieces of the ochre was rubbed by quartzite slabs and crushed to produce a red powder. Colorful red, ये इसका क्लू है. A colorful dash was created by rubbing the ochre against pieces of quartzite. Powder is a right answer. This was combined with ground up mammal bones, the traces of which show signs that it was heated before being ground. Okay, let's read the second question carefully, then find the answer. Animal bones were dashed and then crushed and added to the ochre. Okay, let's read again. This was combined with ground up mammal bones, the traces of which show signs that it was heated before being ground. यहाँ से इसे समझना शुरू करते हैं. The pieces of ochre was rubbed, पहले से rub किया जाता है on quartzite slabs and crushed to produce a red powder. This was combined with ground up mammal bones, the traces of which show signs that it was heated. रिसर्च के मुताबिक इस चीज के साइन मिले थे कि पहले उनको हीट किया जाता था, देन उनको ग्राउंड किया जाता था. So the right answer is heated. It was heated before being ground. Animals' bones were heated and then crushed and added to the ochre. Let's read the third question. The bone and ochre were mixed with other solid and the research researchers believe dash was then added. Okay, let's go to the passage and find the word other solids. Other solid का word देखते हैं कहाँ पर है. Bone pieces were mixed with charcoal, stone chips, quartz grains and a liquid, perhaps water, and were then transferred to abalone shells to be gently stirred before being ready for application. Other solids हमें मिल गए हैं and a liquid, perhaps water, and then transferred to abalone shells. तो इसमें हम क्या ऐड करेंगे? Liquid, perhaps water. Water is the right answer. Okay, let's read again. The bones and ochre were mixed with other solid and the researchers believe water was and then added. यहाँ पर हम थर्ड फॉर्म का यूज करेंगे and then crushed and added to the ochre. The bones and the ochre were mixed with other solid and the researchers believe water was then added. Okay, let's read the fourth question. Then mixture was poured into dash, then mixed by hand. Then mixture was poured into transfer means transfer करना, dash, then mixed by hand. Okay, let's go to the passage and find the word then फिर transfer to the abalone shells. Yes, this is the correct answer, abalone shells. Abalone shells को यहाँ पर write करने से पहले आपने instructions को ध्यान से पढ़ना है. Choose one word only. If he said write one word, you have to write one word. If he said write two words, then you have to write two words. So one word only. Abalone shells को हम कैसे write करेंगे? Shells. Shells is the right answer. Then mixture was poured into shells, then mixed by hand. Let's read the fifth question. The final mixture was ready to use for either dash of walls as an early type of dash for the body. It's a tricky sentence, so read carefully. Final mixture was ready to use for either dash of walls or as early type of dash for the body. So let's go to the passage and find the word wall. यहाँ से पढ़ना start करते हैं. Made from array of materials, this mixture which could have functioned as wall object and skin decoration or skin protection, acting in a similar way to modern day sunscreen, indicate that early development that occurred in the people who originally used the site. Okay, again read the question. The final mixture was ready to use for either dash of walls, decoration of walls, or as an early type of dash for the body. So let's go to the passage and again read carefully. यहाँ से हमें समझ आ गया है as wall, object and skin decoration. Decoration is the right answer. Or skin protection, acting in a similar way to modern day sunscreen, indicates that early development that occurred in the people who originally used the site. बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स ये समझ रहे होंगे कि यहाँ पे प्रोटेक्शन आएगा, पर यहाँ पर प्रोटेक्शन नहीं, यहाँ पर sunscreen is the right answer. To modern day sunscreen indicates the early development that occurred in the people who originally used the site. Sunscreen is the right answer. Again इसे पढ़ते हैं. The final mixture was ready to use for either decoration of walls or as an early type of sunscreen for the body. Today we have solved the flowchart questions. If you have any question related to this topic, you can ask in comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss any future exploration with me. So keep learning, keep exploring and keep shining. Take care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.